All right. LDBC, the Sport, the Coach, live, live, live on the Coach Show, the Coach Show live. Okay, guys. I have to give a salute to NASCAR. And yeah, y'all probably wonder why NASCAR. Well, the woman that you see on the screen is Brehana Daniels, and she's a woman, a black woman in the pit crew of NASCAR. Now, NASCAR since 2017, they have a diversity unit, which I find that very I applaud them for that because NASCAR, they're taking a step to get more people of color, into the organization. They even took down a Confederate flag, hoping that that would attract more people of color because of what they perceive that the flag stands for. Okay. Here's the thing, man, and I gotta give y'all some numbers. Okay. Although I really do applaud what NASCAR is doing, even removing the flag isn't going to attract more black folks to NASCAR. It's just something that black people, like, culturally just don't do. It's like racing cars. I don't know. It's just not something that black people do. Now, racing each other or racing bicycles yeah, that's stuff that we do. But then, most of the black kids that grow up, if they want to pursue a sport as a career, they choose football or basketball. Those are the number one and two sports that people of color, they choose. And if you're a female, okay, it's track and field and basketball. Yeah, or softball. So those are the major sports that black people play. Racing cars just isn't one of those sports. And I don't know if that's going to change over time. I mean, you have different celebrities like 50 Cent, Michael Jordan, and I think Jay-Z, they all have NASCAR teams, So, I mean, and I think what Jay-Z and 50 Cent, what they're trying to do is change that demographic. They're trying to get more black people involved in racing. And I applaud that effort too. It's not a sport that black people do, but I do have to applaud NASCAR because at least they're making an initiative. So before somebody come on, yeah, but they racist. Well, I mean, the NFL. I mean, still to this day, the NFL, they blackballed Colin Kaepernick out of the league. Why? Because he took a knee. I mean, we have to think about that. And people became enraged and all this other stuff because the man took a knee. Okay? I mean, even in the NBA. The NBA not trying to hear anything about racism, or they don't want you talking about it, or they don't want their players, protesting. They don't want anything. But NASCAR, I like what they're doing because they're sending out the people that work for them that are African American. They're sending those people out, and they're having those people actually, go and speak on racism and violence. And I think that's good. So NASCAR is at least making an effort to try to get more people of color into the organization. They're hiring people of color in key spots. And so, NASCAR, they're making a statement in 2021 that, hey, we will be diversified and there'll be no color lines. They want, and I was listening to a guy that works for NASCAR, that they want their goal to get, they want to get it completely even. Yeah, they got a long way to go because it's just not an event that black people tend to partake in. Now, I want to say this to non-blacks, okay? While I was looking at the article, I was looking at the special on YouTube, they were celebrating Brehana Daniels as being the first black woman to be in the pit crew. Okay, and this is from what I'm told. Okay, this is from what I heard and what I thought I perceived. But it's like, white people, what's going on? Why y'all get upset? Like, they're recognizing this woman for her excellence. You have a lot of folks in the comment section saying, well, why can't they just say the first woman? Why can't they just make it the first woman? Well, why do they have to make it about race? Okay, I want to ask you this then. Why, when somebody Hispanic, when they're the first person to do something? Okay, and I applaud that too, but they're the first person to do something. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. There's no pushback. There's not a lot of thumbs down on the video. Or why is it, when somebody Asian, they do something and they're the first to do it within our society, they get love and support. But why is it when blacks, when we do something for the first time, when we do it, then, anytime any black excellence wants to be recognized, it's like, I don't know. It's like you guys don't want to, recognize it. Y'all don't want to accept it. And it's almost like you think that we're betraying the country by recognizing somebody for doing something that's extraordinary, excellent, being black. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's not like we see black people in NASCAR every day, and you definitely don't see black female pit crew members. So that's something you don't see. So NASCAR, they're recognizing that. Why can't you? It's the same thing with Angela Hill, the black female UFC fighter. And it's crazy because Angela Hill was the first black woman in the UFC to headline an event. Got pushback. A lot of people talking about why make it about race. It's not about race. They just recognizing black excellence. But Jean Mallet was recognized as the first Asian woman champion, and people celebrated that. I mean, people celebrated. People was happy about that. But, the thing of it is, y'all, if we want to end racism, because I always tell y'all that mostly every single problem that the world had would end and racism would die. But the way to do that is you got to change the way you think, your mindset. You got to change it. You got to change it. I mean, it's okay for black people to be celebrated. Just be happy about that sometimes. Like, don't always look to throw water on a parade because you feel like, hey, why are they celebrating this black person? Why are they doing that? Because it's something you don't see. It's something rare. It's something not normal, So of course people are gonna celebrate it, just like we celebrate anything else. And I like what the spokesperson for NASCAR said. They said we want to make our company, we want to make NASCAR fit the values of America. We want to make NASCAR fit the values of America. That's what we want to do. Okay, we want to make everybody feel like they're welcome here at NASCAR. Oh, and I applaud that. I applaud that wholeheartedly because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. But y'all, salute to the sister Brehana Daniels, okay? Salute to her. And, I'm definitely glad that she, is getting an opportunity to go do what she got to do. I'm thankful that she is because maybe she'll actually give people like me who are ignorant of how NASCAR works, because I'm just like, oh, okay, they just racing cars around a circle. They just racing cars around a circle. But you guys tell me what you think. Salute to NASCAR and Brehana Daniels for making it happen.